I'm Jenni Carlson here with Barry Tramel. We're in Norman, where today Oklahoma has fired men's basketball coach Jeff Capel. Joe Castiglione holding an afternoon press conference to talk about the firing and also look ahead to the hiring. Barry, let's talk first of all. What got Jeff Capel fired?
Well, several things. It comes down to a business decision. 14-18, 13-18 the last 2 years. The attendance had waned. The optimism was gone. And, the enthusiasm for this program had just disappeared. So it didn't look like it was going to get any remarkably better in the near future. So I think Joe Castiglione made the decision, let's cut it right here and move forward.
I know a lot of people are surprised by this move, but really with a 96 and 69 mark over 5 years, only 2 NCAA tournaments, should people be surprised by this?
No, not in today's world. In today's college basketball, if you're one of the power conferences, especially with the tradition of a program like Oklahoma, 13-18 and 14-18 is not acceptable. And it just, these coaches are paid a lot of money, but they're paid a lot of money to produce. And when they don't produce, this is what's to be expected.
Now the question becomes what happens next for the Oklahoma basketball program, and it sounds like Joe Castiglione, again, going to be a one-man search committee. We'll have potentially some help in that. But, Barry, what's your best guess on time frame and how this search process is going to look?
Well, Joe has a little bit more time, I think, than the last time. Kelvin Sampson resigned to take the Indiana job 5 years ago, just before the Final Four. Here we are 2 weeks earlier than that. So Joe's time crunch not quite as much when you consider that the signing period for spring basketball is in mid-April. Now Joe will be hampered a little bit because so many teams still playing. If Joe's considering a coach who's got a team in the NCAA tournament, he definitely, I think, will respect that and wait until that team is eliminated. But I think I would say sometime between 7 to 10 day period, I think, is a pretty good ballpark guess.
What are we to expect with the hiring? Is this going to be a splash hire? Is this going to be a name hire that we're all going to recognize and be wowed by? Or is there potential that OU could be looking at somebody that maybe is a little bit under the radar?
Well, no, it's hard to get more under the radar than Jeff Capel was, 5 years ago, a 31-year-old coach at Virginia Commonwealth. I think it'll be a little more high profile than that, but I don't think this will be a splash hire. That's not really Oklahoma basketball tradition. The last 3 coaches hired by the Sooners in basketball have come from Virginia Commonwealth, Washington State, and Lamar University. So this is not, they don't go out and hire the coach at UCLA or Ohio State or someplace. I think it'll be somebody that's maybe not completely off the radar screen, but definitely not high profile.
All right, thanks, Barry. Hey, stay with News OK and the Oklahoman for continuing coverage of Oklahoma's men's basketball search.